Hey everybody, Steve Bergen here, and this is our very first starter lesson on Google Classroom. And I'm going to pretend to be a student named Jane Doe, and my teacher, Mr. Bergen, has asked me to do several assignments on Google Classroom. Okay? So the first assignment is outlined in green here. And it says, just like Google Drive has a URL of drive.google.com, Google Classroom, a totally different program, has a URL of classroom.google.com. And for this assignment, I'm going to be using the class code of PRVHOKE. And I'll need this just once to register with the system for Google Classroom. So let's hope I can remember that. PRVHOKE. Okay, maybe I will copy that so I don't have to remember it. Okay, so here I am on my Gmail. And in case you didn't know it, Gmail has an address of mail.google.com. And that's called the URL, and we don't care what it stands for. It's just the stupid web address. Mail.google.com is your email. A cousin of mail.google.com is drive.google.com. Same middle name Google, same last name com, but drive.google.com is where you keep your files. And now comes another cousin called classroom.google.com. So when you go to your Gmail and then you change the URL to be classroom.google.com, you'll come to this screen. Yes, there are many ways of doing the same thing, and you can also use this little tic-tac-toe board of dots that represent Google Apps, and you can click on that and click on More, and then go to Google Classroom, and you have another way to get to the same screen. Now here I am because I'm logged in as Jane Doe, and I'm going to click the plus sign, which is joining my first class. And then I'm going to type in or paste in PRVHOKE. I think that's right. Yep, I did that right. Okay, so you need that code. My teacher, Mr. Bergen, gave me that code, and now I'm going to join the class. So it says Summer Core for River Oaks Teachers. And now as I scroll down, there are 4 assignments. Remember now, I'm a student. I'm using Google Classroom as a student. In another lesson, another week, we'll talk about using it as a teacher. But right now we're using it as a student. And the first assignment is, please give me the URL for Google Drive and Google Classroom. Okay, and this is what I typed. And I chose that just by coming down to class comment and saying, I know this. The URL for GD is drive.google.com, and the URL for GC is classroom.google.com. And that's all there is to type that sentence and choose post, and you've done assignment 1A. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Log on to Classroom as a student, register into the course I've made using the code, and complete GC1A, Google Classroom 1A. 1B is a little harder and a little bit different. It says, put the name of your chosen famous person onto the shared doc. So now I have to open up this document by clicking on it. and there's no spot for Jane Doe, so I'll make one. And so Jane Doe's famous person is Larry Bird, and I'm done. That's all I have to do for that, and there's no saving in Google Docs, so I'm done with that. Okay, so now I've done assignment 1B. I've posted the way I'm supposed to onto this document. Now we'll do 1C. 1C says browse this PDF and find one thing of interest and send it to me as a post down here. So I'm just going to open it up, and it's a multi-page document about Google Classroom, and we have some problems here, but I'll pretend I don't. And so I find it interesting to note so and so, so I will go back to that, and now they want the answer here. Okay, so my answer is, I found this document interesting. One fascinating thing is that Google Classroom integrates so nicely with Google Docs, even though it is a different program. And I will choose submit. And that's the way my teacher knows that Jane Doe has done this. Okay. Answer submitted. Okay. There's also a little box here that says see classmate answers, and that's kind of cool. And that's an option that the teacher can allow you to see what the other students have submitted. And answer GC1D is a document, and this is interesting. It means my teacher, Mr. Bergen, gave the same document to everybody. So when I open this up, and I work on this assignment, I'm going to be having a piece of paper that nobody else has access to. So I type my name, Jane Doe. Can Word files be converted to Google Drive files? Yes. What's the best way to share? Use a group. If you have a group of students, it's best to put all these contacts into a group. When you share a doc with someone, what are the choices for the level of access? So you can give edit or view or comment ability. The special website of tinyURL allows you to make a short URL for a long, obnoxious URL. So it lets you construct a real short one. And using a spreadsheet, all formulas begin with the equal symbol. What module allows you to add a YouTube video? The what is it? Is they call the Sheets module. The Google Sheets, which is like PowerPoint, allows you to add a YouTube video. GD allows you to specify others as what? As commenters. Comment only. When you share a doc with others, it will automatically update the others. Is it possible to customize? The answer is yes. You can customize it. The feature called Connect Drive allows Connect Drive to your desktop allows the user the user to edit your documents when you're not internet connected. So this assignment now has been done by me, Jane Doe, just like it's going to be done with you. And notice in the top something that isn't there in general in Google Docs. It says Turnitin. And that's real important. I can't help but say that and emphasize that because people forget that. When you're done with this, you have to click Turnitin so your teacher, in this case Mr. Bergen, knows that I, Jane Doe, have done it. Okay? One attachment will be submitted, right, from Jane Doe for this particular assignment. And now I say done. And now I click this arrow on the upper left and I'm back. So this is an intro in lesson 1 to what Jane Doe sees as she works through chapter 1 and completes assignment 1A, B, C, and D. Okay? Good luck with all this. This is Steve Bergen signing off. And please take advantage of my offer to talk to you on the phone and do screen sharing and help you with anything that you need help. All right? This program doesn't work simply by the videos and the lesson 1 PDF. It really works the best when people take advantage of my offer to spend a half hour with you and we do screen share so I can see your screen and answer your questions. Okay, bye everybody.